Morning, guys. Look, Matthew 5:13 says, "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and be trodden under foot of men." You know, a friend of mine shared something with me yesterday, a viewpoint on that. You know, it's really simple, but it's really important too. If we are the salt, God didn't say you should be the salt. He said you are the salt. You don't have a choice in that matter. You are. He put us here for a reason. He put us here for His mission and for His glory, not our own. It says, "Ye are the salt of the earth." If the salt's lost its savor, if the salt is not doing what it's supposed to do, it's good for nothing. When you get saved, you're saved to serve. You're not saved to sit and do nothing. If you believe in the Son of God, you believe in Jesus Christ, then His mission should be one of the most important things in your life. And everybody's got their different ways and different tactics. But something my friend shared with me yesterday was, what does salt do? We always think of salt, well, it just makes food taste better. It makes things, it does all sorts of things. But he shared this with me. What does salt do? Salt makes you thirst. If we are the salt, right? If we are the salt of the earth, then we should be drawing others to the well of life. We should live a life in a fashion that when others see us and when others are around us, it makes them thirst for wherever we're getting our water. So we are the salt. Christ is the water. We should live our lives in a fashion that draws others to Him, makes them thirst for what He is and what He's about. We should make the lost thirst for there's something in us. We should make the lost look at our lives and say, you know what? I want what they got. We fail miserably, but we can do better. We can always do better. We need to look at what Christ is. Mainly, we need to look at what we are in Christ. Right? We're children of God. We are followers of a big God who created the universe. This isn't a fairy tale. This is real, and we need to act like it's real. We see other people so passionate about things that mean absolutely nothing, and yet we say to the world that we believe in the Son of God. We believe that Christ came down and gave His life for us, and we tell them that we would die for that, yet we sit back while others are out doing things that they're passionate about. There are people who want to save the trees. There are people who want to save animals, and they will go out and they will die for that cause, yet we say we believe in something that we want the whole world to have, and we believe that it's the most important thing in the universe, yet we sit on the couch watching TV while others are out strapping themselves to trees and gathering together to keep animals from being killed. So what do you believe this morning? Are you the salt of the earth? So what does the Bible say? Let me read it one more time. It says, "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is henceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. It is useless." If you are not serving God, if you're not serving the cause of Christ and forwarding the kingdom, you are good for nothing. If you're not helping those around you, you are good for nothing. So whatever the case is, whatever's got you where you are, whatever it is that holds you back from serving God, what did God say? God said, "Choose you this day whom you will serve. Will you serve the world? Will you serve yourself? Or will you serve God?" He doesn't ask. He's not a taskmaster. He doesn't ask that you live a perfect life. And we as men, too many times, we hold on to that. We'd rather go out in the world and try to live this perfect life and make everybody think we're righteous. Yet God doesn't require that. But what God does require, God requires us to further the kingdom. God requires us to spread the gospel. If we love others, then we should share this salvation. We should tell others about the salvation. If we love a man, we don't want him to die. If we love another person, we don't want them to suffer. If we love them, we will tell them. What did he ask Peter? He said, Peter, do you love me? He asked him 3 times. Peter, do you love me? Well, yes, Lord. Yes, I love you. He said, then feed my sheep. He wasn't talking to Peter as a pastor or as a preacher. He was talking to Peter as a believer. We are believers. Believer, Christ said, do you love me? And you say, yes, Lord, I love you. He says, feed my sheep. Ye are the salt. So let's start acting like it. God bless.